G'day folks, Jim here from FX Charts. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Well, soft US consumer confidence kept the dollar under a bit of pressure today and pre-Thanksgiving trade. Volume was pretty light. The market ignored the improved housing data, and the coming session is going to be pretty thin again with regards to liquidity, and so the US durable goods orders that are due to be released could cause some exaggerated movement, and caution's pretty much warranted. If we go and have a look at the charts here on the euro, it's pushing to the upside, but it still hasn't managed to reach last week's 135.78 high. Currently trading at 135.70. Looks as though we're in a bit of a rising wedge. The top of here is about 136. FIBA levels at 136 and a quarter, and this is about 136 and a half. This descending trend line. So I don't think we're going too far. Momentum's pretty. It's not really giving much away in either direction, and while it looks as though we might see a slight tick higher, I'm not overly enthusiastic in either direction or really on the euro. If anything, I do prefer to trade this 134, 136 range, and I suspect we're still in that, but I'm not really convinced either way. Dollar yen, slightly more interesting. It looks as though we may want to have a test of 101. If we do, we're likely to head lower towards, or if we get below 10090 or so, head down to 10060, maybe 100 and a half. But I think it's probably a buying opportunity for the longer term move to the upside. And as I've said before, 102 and a half, 103 and three quarters look to be the targets. Sterling's interesting. If I go and have a look at a weekly chart, we're once again pushing against the top end of the weekly channel. Good resistance at 162.40.60, but we've got the UK GDP out later on today, and if that heads higher, if that's better than expected, cable will head higher, take out plenty of stops, and we should look for a move up to this sort of level, about 163.10, possibly a bit higher. The momentum, the weekly momentum is pointing towards further cable strength down the track. The shorter term, it doesn't look quite so sure, so we could get another failure here and another move back down towards the support, which is now down to around about 161 or so. But the dailies, the dailies are fairly indecisive, so we could easily see a failure here. But wait for the GDP. Now dollar Swiss, been a bit disappointing. I was hoping for a move to the 91.70 top end of the channel here. It failed at 91.30 and it's back towards the bottom end now. As long as it stays above 90.45, I'm kind of hopeful, but it's not looking real good, and I may well be wrong on that. But until 91.40 or until 90.45 holds, I'll probably stay with it. The Aussie's in a bit of trouble, as we can tell. The head and shoulders appears to be working. Got down to 90.87 overnight. But the 4-hour charts are showing some divergence. Let's look at an hourly chart. The hourly charts are showing some quite reasonable divergence, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of a bounce. I don't think we're going back below 90.87 today, although in the longer term, of course, the head and shoulders that we've been watching before, let's just blow that up a bit. This head and shoulders does look to me as though we're heading eventually towards a target of around 87 and three quarters. And finally the Kiwi, which is not doing a great deal. It's chopping around, but it's sitting fairly close to the neckline of its own head and shoulder formation that we've been keeping an eye on. Now the 200 and the 100-day moving average are about to cross. Maybe we have to wait until then for the move lower to begin. I think that is going to be the direction of it, but if we go above 82.60 again, probably maybe wrong there, and maybe we need to head up and have another look at sort of around the 83.5, 84 level. But that's about it for today. As I said, we've got the US durable goods, German consumer confidence, and UK GDP. So that's about it. It's going to get pretty thin later on as we head in towards the US Thanksgiving holiday, so be a bit careful. That aside, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.